Good evening, everyone. See, today we'll be seeing time and distance. Time and work and pipes and systems part is over. Now we'll be getting into another topic of time group, that is time and distance. See, distance travel will depend on two parts. Suppose you are traveling 40 kilometers per hour. What does it mean? It means that you will travel 40 kilometers in 1 hour. So like this, you went for 1 hour. So your distance covered will be 40. So you went for 1 more hour. So your distance will be 40 plus 40. You went for 1 more hour. So your distance will be 40 plus 40 plus 40. Instead of adding 3 times 40, can I write it as 40 into 3? 40 into 3. So distance covered will have 3 parts. I mean, it will depend on 2 parts, that is speed and time. When it is depending on 2 parts, speed and time, so as distance is depending on speed and time, we'll take it as product of speed and time. That is what happened here. Okay, profit is depending on investment and time period. So we are taking profit as product of investment and time period. In the same way, distance is depending on speed and time. Okay, so now distance equal to speed into time. So from this, can I say that time is equal to distance by speed, or else speed equal to distance by time? Okay, so now, so I don't want to go for questions based on this relations. Reason is that we can spend hours of time period on these simple questions. But for example, I'll be giving you this conversion. So if distance is in kilometers, time should be in hours. Time should be in hours, speed will be in kilometers per hour. So I will not use these conversions also. For 90% of the problems, we will not use any conversions. Distance is in meters, then time will be in seconds, and speed will be in meters per second. Okay, so now 1 kilometer per hour. 1 kilometer per hour equal to how many meters per second? See, I want to convert it into meters per second, no? So for 1 kilometer, how many meters? 1000 meters. For 1 hour, how many seconds? 3600 seconds. So this is nothing but 2 5s, 2 18s. So 5 by 18 meters per second. Okay, so now 1 hour equal to how many minutes? 60 minutes. From this, I can say that 1 minute equal to 1 by 60 hours. Okay, so you remember that. Copy this. Copy this, we'll go for relations. So next I'll be getting into relations. So as we solved relations, problems based on relations in time and work, in the same way I'll be telling relations here also. In D equal to S into T, distance equal to speed into time. If I maintain this time constant, what is the relation between distance and speed? So if distance increases, speed will increase. If distance decreases, speed will decrease. Okay, so now for example, if I take in hours, what should be the units of distance? Distance should be in kilometers. Speed will be in kilometer per hour because it is distance by time. So time 4 hours I will take constant. So if I take 4 hours constant, I want to travel 160 kilometers in 4 hours. So 160 kilometers, if I want to travel in 4 hours, what should be my speed? So speed equal to distance by time, no? So 160 by 4. So what should be my speed? It should be 40 kilometers per hour. So if this is 80 kilometers I want to travel. When I want to travel 80 kilometers, it should be how much? 20 kilometers per hour. When I want to travel 320 kilometers, it should be 80 kilometers per hour. Am I correct or not? See, instead of giving you problems to solve, D equal to S into T. In this 2 variables, we will give away another variable you should find out. Based on that, they will give many problems and they will pass time. Instead of that, we are getting through relations so that it will be useful for tougher questions. Okay, now what I did know here. So here, time is constant. When time is constant, distance is divided by 2. When distance is divided by 2, speed also is divided by 2. Now this is into 4. When distance is into 4, this is also into 4. So satisfied. When distance is constant, time is constant, time always it is 4 hours constant. If I want to travel 160 kilometers, my speed should be 40 km per hour. If I want to travel 80 kilometers, my speed should be 20 km per hour. If I want to travel 320 kilometers in 4 hours, my speed should be 80 km per hour. When this is divided by 2, this is also divided by 2. Then this is into 4, this is also into 4. Okay, so is this directly proportional or not? This is directly proportional. So we'll come back to this again. Okay, so next, coming to next relation. So next, relation 2. So relation 2, if we take, so in relation 2, I'll maintain in distance equal to speed into time. I'll maintain the speed constant. When I maintain the speed constant, so what happens? Distance is directly proportional to time. It means that if distance increases, time will increase. If distance decreases, time will decrease. So now which I should keep constant? Speed I will take in kilometer per hour. So then distance should be in kilometers. Time should be in hours. Okay, so speed I will take 40 km per hour constant. If I take speed constant 40 km per hour, so I want to travel 80 kilometers at this speed. What will be my time period? 2 hours. So if I want to travel 160 kilometers, it will be 4 hours. When I want to travel 40 kilometers, it will be 1 hour. So what happened here? This is into 2. Then this is also into 2. When this is divided by 4, this is also divided by 4. Again, directly proportional relation satisfied. Okay, copy these two relations. Relation 3 is important for us. So copy these two relations. Next. So next, coming to relation 3. This relation 3 is very important for us. Based on this, before getting into this, in relation 1 and 2, so we'll use this relation 1 and 2 very much used in races and circular tracks. You copy this point. So these relations, I'll get back to these relations in races and circular tracks. Okay, we'll come back to this again in races. Next, coming to relation 3, in distance equal to speed into time. In the first relation, I maintain time constant. Next, I maintain speed constant. Now I will be maintaining distance constant. When I maintain this distance constant, when I maintain the distance constant, what is the relation between speed and time? It will be inversely proportional. Yesterday, when we maintain work constant, speed men was inversely proportional to days. Similarly, when we maintain this distance constant, speed is inversely proportional to time. When speed is inversely proportional to time, what does it mean? If speed increases, time should decrease. If speed decreases, time should increase. Now, can I say that? Or else I will take this distance constant. Distance I will take in kilometers. When I take distance in kilometers, speed will be in kilometer per hour. Time will be in time will be in hours. So now distance is 40 kilometers. This is constant. Distance I am maintaining constantly 40 kilometers. So now speed, if I travel at 20 kilometer per hour. If I travel at 20 km per hour, this 40 kilometers, so it will take how many hours? It will take 2 hours. So if I travel 40 kilometers, at 40 km per hour, it will take how many hours? My speed is this much, I want to travel this distance. So it will take how many hours? 1 hour. If I want to travel 160 kilometers, at this speed means how many hours? 4 hours. So now this distance is constant. This is into 2. This is into 2. So next what happened here? This became divided by 2. Okay. So now this is into 4. So now this is into 4. What happened here? We made something mistake. 1 second. So now this is 40 kilometers. So 40 kilometers, I want to travel at 10 kilometer per hour. So if I want to travel at 10 kilometer per hour, so this will take how many hours for us? 4 hours. So my speed is this much. I want to travel this much distance. So it will take how many hours? 4 hours. So this is divided by 4 no? When this is divided by 4, what happened to this one? This became into 4. Satisfied inversely proportional case. So if it is into 2, this is divided by 2. When this is divided by 4, this is into 4. So inversely proportional. Can I say that when distance is constant, speed ratio is A, or else I will travel at S speed. So I will travel at S speed. So if I travel at S speed, it will take T hours. Now speed is becoming double, so 2s. So when speed is into 2, what should be my time now? It should be divided by 2. So how many hours? T by 2 hours. If speed is into 3 by 4, if speed is into 3 by 4, it means that this speed became into 3 by 4. So now time should be divided by 3 by 4, that is into 4 by 3. So 4 by 3 time. Or else, if speed ratio is A is to B, then time ratio should be B is to A. Or vice versa. If time ratio is given in the question A is to B, then speed ratio should be B is to A. Okay. So this is very important. So when distance is constant, speed and time are inversely proportional to each other. Okay. Copy this. Based on this, we will be seeing many questions. Copy. Next, let's get into one of the examples. A car takes 50 minutes for a journey if it runs at 48 km per hour. The rate at which it must run to reduce the time to 40 minutes will be. A car takes 50 minutes for a journey if it runs at 48 km per hour. The rate at which it must run to reduce the time to 40 minutes will be. See, so initially I will tell you the general way. See, distance D1, if I take it as D, so it is taking 50 minutes. So it is taking 50 minutes. So it is taking 50 minutes if it travels at 48 km per hour. 48 km per hour. So the question is that the same distance D, it want to cover in 40 minutes. 40 minutes. What is the speed at which it should travel? This is the question. So what is general way? From these two, I can find out this D, no? So D equal to S1 into T1. So what is S1? 48 into time period is how much? 50. This is minutes or hours. When this is in kilometer per hour, this should be in hours. So 50 by 60. So this ones and eights. So D equal to 40 kilometers. This you bring and substitute here. So S2 equal to D2 by T2. So what is D2? 40 by 60 by, 40 by 60. So this is, time is 40 minutes, it should be in hours. So this is nothing but 40 into 60 by 40. So what should be speed? 60 km per hour. This is one way of doing. This is general way of doing. This is what you find in books. So what am I doing here? Initially I am finding the distance. I am converting this time into hours and then I am substituting this here. Here again I am converting this time into hours and then I am calculating speed equal to 60 km per hour. This is one way of doing. Instead of this, what I will do now? So now is distance constant or not? He should cover same distances in different time periods. We should tell the second time period, second speed. Okay, so when distance is constant, speed and time are inversely proportional. So now from this can I say that, so when speed and time initially is 50 minutes, next it is 40 minutes. Initially speed is 48 km/h. This we should find out. So what is the relation here? So this is always take nearer to arrow mark by away from arrow mark. This is what we were doing from the starting. So this is 4/5 into 4/5. So now what about this one? When speed is into 4/5, time is into 4/5, speed should be into 5/4. Into 5/4. When this is into 5/4, so this is how much? 60 km/h. So did we do any conversions here? We didn't do any conversions now. So or else you can go by this also. So time ratio, if you take 50:40, then speed ratio should be 4:5. So now this, initially this is 48. So this is given in the question. So into 12. So this also should be into 12. 5 into 12, how much? 60 km/h. That's it. Okay, this is nothing but 1 part equal to 12 km, 4 parts equal to 48, 1 part equal to 12. From that 5 parts, 60 km/h. So simple. Only thing is that you should see whether distance is constant or not. In that case, no need of conversions when you go through the relations. Okay, copy this. I'll give you 2 questions. Those you should solve and tell me the answers. Aditya, I couldn't get you. What is that 15 minutes? You are asking for 15 minutes. I don't know where you got it. 8 minutes ago you asked me that it is 15 minutes, something 15 minutes. If you still have doubt, you can ask me again. So solve this question. This is very simple. After this, I will give you one more question. Okay, solve these 2 questions. First solve this and comment your answers. So after that, we will see one more question. I will give you one more question. The ratio between walking speeds of A and B. See, this A is the answer for that. So A is the answer. So ratio between walking speeds of A and B. Speeds ratio is how much? Speeds ratio is 3:4. It is 3:4. Then what should be time ratio? See here, he told ratio between speeds of A and B, but he gave this difference in terms of what is this? Difference in terms of time period he gave. So difference in terms of time period. Am I correct or not? 20 minutes is time or what? It is time. So A is taking 20 minutes more than B. More or less means what will take? Difference. So time ratio is 4:3. So what is the difference? A is taking how many parts more than B? It is taking 1 part more than B. So that 1 part equal to 20 minutes. Time of B he told to find out. Time of B equal to 3 parts. So it is 60 minutes. 60 minutes means how many hours? 1 hour. Okay, 60 minutes means 1 hour. Next. So next, I want you people to solve this question. This is important, but in 2011 he gave, 2013 he gave question on this. 13 I think, 13 or 12 he gave this question, but this is very simple. Try to solve that. Solve and comment your answers. Solve this and comment your answers. Subhash, Vijay Simhan, Venkat, Anirvan Kumar, Vignesh, Aarti, Sabarish, Sushant commented 50 kilometers. Pranay commented 50 kilometers. Anasuya commented 50. Akshaya commented 50. So next, 50 is correct. So A and B starts at the same time with speeds of 40 km/h and 50 km/h respectively. If in covering the journey, A takes 15 minutes more longer than B he told. So speeds ratio, so distance is common. speeds ratio of A and B is how much? 40 and 50. So 40 is to 50. So now time ratio is how much? 5 is to 4. A is taking how many parts more than B? 1 part. A minus B is equal to 1 part. That is how many minutes? 15 minutes. So can I tell it as 1 by 4 hours? 1 by 4 hours. What did he ask you? Earlier he asked either A time or B time. I will take time of A. Time of A equal to 5 parts, so it is 5 by 4 hours. Okay, last question was stopped till here. If you solve till here, that's enough. But here, what is he asking? He asked you total distance. So what is total distance means? So now total distance will be distance equal to speed of A into time of A, or else speed of B into time of B. So what is speed of A? Speed of A is 40 into time of A is 5 by 4. So this is 1 sentence. So how many kilometers? 50 kilometers. That's it. Even you take this, you will get the same answer. Okay, copy.